Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Robertson. He's gone for goal! Oh, that is beyond special! A worldie and a half! A finish of true class! Finally, the deadlock is broken!
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again. Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Barcelona, moments now away from seeing this one out. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. Ugarte.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And he's had a hit! About as smooth as it gets, and that should do it, within sight of the finish line.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Now it's Havertz. Tierney turns and goes. Can he finish? They want to be quick to recover this. Bastoni. Messi. Messi will not hit one! Goal! Barcelona! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
It up. Out for a throw. Granit Xhaka. Pavlovic. And here's Muller. João Palhinha. Has a goal! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
João Palhinha has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Bayern Munich have their third corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Out to the right. Spread neatly. Now the finish! And again! Oh, that's incredible! And that has raised the roof! With a predatory goal.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
13 minutes in extra time is number 11, Kingsley Coman. Kingsley Coman. Kingsley Coman.
Found support out wide. McAllister. Over to the left. They want to be quick to recover this. And here's Batistuta. Has a goal! Goal! Boca Juniors! And Boca Juniors take the lead.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Well, that is remarkable.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that look...
There could be trouble here. There's the shot! He's got a goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
Convertido en el minuto 24. Número 22.
Many of the top leagues at such a young age, Peter, He's tactically very astute, he's versatile anywhere on that right flank, and you see him make overlap after overlap, and he loves to stretch defences.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Hakimi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, good-looking ball. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes, so we're seeing some conservatism here.
And the shot! Goal! Celtic!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Beraldo. He is through here. Tries a shot. He's scored. And this is getting better and better.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
On the field, number 15.
Celtic are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. No, that's been intercepted. Mbappe! Chance! Sticks it away! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Messi showing great feet there. An instinctive delivery.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Tries a shot! They've scored! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
Il y aura 4 minutes de temps additionnel.
Now the finish! And it's in! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. The action has already started. Pellegrini picks it up out wide. Good ball over the top. He tries a shot! And it's a goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
Numero 22.
Have their second corner now. And that should get the job done. And here's a chance. Goal! Japan! The breakthrough strike.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Japan, after 11 minutes, is number 22, Tanaka. Tanaka. Tanaka.
Works it forward. Approaching the half-hour mark. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Neatly. Great hit! Yes! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Japan clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Number 11, Furuhashi. Furuhashi. Furuhashi.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he cuts out the supply. Serginho, McAllister, Undor. Interesting ball. Defending of the desperate variety. Played back in. Climbs up big! Dispatched clinically! Great header, made it look easy.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Ha segnato al 30° minuto, numero 4.
To get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
Pinches it off him. Rafinha might just make this. Mitoma. And there's green grass ahead of him. Great defending, strong and determined. Bastoni gets it away. That looks a cracking... And Batistuta! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Van Dijk couldn't squeeze it through. And that's a... Minamino! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Minamino clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
McAllister. He's got tall. It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
The shot! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
That has been knocked clear. He's going for goal! And it's a goal! That is just remarkable, the amount of bend he got on that.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
Number 3.
Now, the only doubt is how many is coming.
Now he's off and running. Over to the left. He's in plenty of space here. He has found the way through. And that should be the keeper's. Pass interception, his positioning was spot on. Picked out brilliant. Can he put it away? And yes, it's there! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
Yeah, it has become ugly for one, but the other is still delivering beauty.
After 18 minutes.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian.
Closure from here.
Aimed in towards the centre. Back in once more. And the header! No joy, but a decent try.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
Yokohama F. Marinos with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Tries a shot! It's a goal! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
After 23 minutes is number 6.